Welcome to the show, episode 4. This is the PT Profit, Leverage, and Lifestyle show. So, I'm your host. My name is Matt Dart. I'm a PT still in the industry, and I also mentor or do some business coaching for personal trainers all across Australia and also worldwide as well. So, first off, I will have an announcement soon in the coming weeks about my gym. So I'm in my gym currently. If you're watching the actual video, I'm in my gym currently. A couple of changes happening for the gym, which I'll go into a bit more in detail later on. But I'm getting bombarded with messages about my gym. But yeah, I'll have an announcement for you guys about that in the coming episodes. I will do a proper description of what's happening because there'll be a few changes. But anyway, we're going to talk about retention today. So, I've been a PT for this is my 4th year being a PT, and I've still got clients that have trained with me from the start. Like people, generally come and go, but how do you actually have a high retention rate? Because you don't want to be doing sales and marketing forever. It's like, unless you really enjoy it, like I do, I really enjoy it. But for most people, they don't want to be doing sales and marketing every single week, not day in, day out, week after week after week, for years and years to come. So how do you actually do that? So I'm going to break it down into 4 little secrets that I'm going to cover today to ensure you have a retention of over 90%, which means you have a churn rate of that or under 10%. So churn means basically they've left and they've stopped the service for whatever reason. So let's get stuck in. And also, if you are enjoying these podcast episodes, I'd love some feedback. I've got some really good feedback so far on the episodes, especially the one around my story. So if you haven't watched that, how I went from 0 to 15,000 per week in under 2 years, that is full of golden nuggets. So if you do like it, share it with a friend. Make sure you follow the podcast on whatever platform you're listening to it on. And let's get stuck in. So first thing, to have a 90% retention, you need to forecast client results. So when they're starting with you, you're obviously talking about their goals, right? So generally, people are only thinking, 3 to 6 months in advance. So how am I getting people to stay with me for 2, 3, 4 years plus? Because I'm reforecasting their goals, reassessing where they're at, and making a new plan. Let's say someone wants to lose 10 kilos. You can lose 10 kilos in like 4 to 6 months. But what are you doing after that? You've got to reassess where they're at and make new goals. There's always something else to work on. So after they've hit the 10 kilos, what about their strength training? Maybe they actually fell in love with the strength process and they want to get super strong. So you change everything. Change the macros, change the calories, change the training. Easier said than done. So when you forecast, this is what I mean. So for me, and what I suggest is I do what I call a goal setting and reassessment session every 4 to 6 weeks. The reason why is because I just want to make sure that the client knows where they're at in their journey to getting their result, and then reassessing their new long-term goal. So for example, someone comes to you and they want to lose, let's do 20 kilos. So it's a long-term goal. So they're signed up, they're doing 2 sessions a week or whatever. After their first 4 to 6 weeks, I'm reassessing where they're at. So I redo their fitness test, I redo their measurements, do a body scan as well, see exactly where they're at, reassess the progress. Cool. So John, we've seen here you've lost 2 kilos in the first month, which is awesome. So 2 kilos of body fat, which is awesome. Your strength is maintained, which is amazing. And your measurements have gone down by X, Y, Z. Well done. Congratulations. So that puts us on track. So your 20 kilo weight loss goal. Originally we wanted to achieve it in 12 months, which is awesome, which means we're on track. So in 11 months time, we're just gonna keep doing what we're doing and we'll achieve that result. Happy days, tick, well done. Next month comes along. We lose 5 kilos this month. John, you're absolutely crushing it. Well done, 7 kilos down, so 13 to go. So this is gonna bring forward our goal We're going to hit this in like, I don't know, 8, 9 months, which is awesome. But your strength is improving dramatically as well. So what we might do, let's set some strength goals. You're at a 50-kilo bench press at the moment. Let's aim to get to a 100-kilo bench press in the next, 12 to 24 months. How good would that be? And then what we're going to do, we're actually going to break that down into some medium-term and short-term goals as well. So in the next 2 years, we want to get to a 100-kilo bench press. So it just means in the next 12 months, we want to get to about, if you're at 50, we want to get to a 75-kilo bench press in the next 12 months. So let's reassess where we're at next month. And we'll make changes as required. You keep doing this every single month. They've always got something to work on. What about their fitness level? And then eventually you might find that people train with you just to catch up with you, which I'll get into in a second. I've got a couple of clients that don't care at all about their health and fitness anymore, like within reason. Like they obviously want to stay fit and whatnot, but there's no fitness goal anymore. They just come and catch up with me every week, which is great. Like I've got clients that we just talked about my daughter the whole time, which is awesome. It's good to have those relationships. Good little segue here. The second one is relationships. You need to be able to build relationships with your clients that go past just training them. Talk about their personal stuff. Relate to them. You open up to them and what's going on in your world. Talk about your family. Talk about what you're doing outside of PT. Have you got a side hustle going on? People want you to win. What else are you doing in your world? I play cricket, so some of my clients ask me about cricket every week. It's funny because it kind of puts a bit of pressure on me to perform. So I go back onto my clients next week and say, hey, look, I got a 50 or I got 100. I'm always super excited if I score runs or if I take any wickets at cricket. So I play most weekends. I'm always excited to go to their session and be like, hey, look, I got 50 runs on the weekend. And they're so excited. It's the little things in life. But you know what I mean? Like whatever happened on the weekend, if you're in a new relationship, you talk about what's happening in the relationship. Yeah, this is what I'm struggling with. Oh, what do you think about this? They said this to me and I want to respond like this, but I don't know what they're going to say. Bit of a relationship. Well, if you're, I don't know, talk about what you're doing on the weekend. Relate to your clients. I'm pretty lucky. I've got clients that anywhere from like 18 up to 65. I've got a variety of clients. So it's always good just to have a bit of banter as well. I love a bit of banter in my sessions, which helps build relationships with me as well. I love a bit of banter, a bit of joking around. A few dad jokes here and there now. Just always good fun. But anyway, relationships. You can't just be solely focused on health and fitness because people go in and out of motivation. They want to talk about other things. They don't just want to talk about health and fitness. So that's my second point. Number 3 is similar to forecasting, but it's tracking results. Making sure your clients actually understand where they're at in the process of getting to their goal. So if you're not tracking results, how are you meant to know they're on track and how are they meant to know? Because they're looking at themselves every single day and they're not seeing any change. But if, let's say, that's the whole point of the goal setting and reassessment session. They might not see the change, but after 4 weeks, they've improved their bench press by 5 kilos, 10 kilos, they've lost 1 kilo, 2 kilos. You've done after photos so they can see the difference. You say, look, you've lost 4 centimeters off your chest or off your stomach in like 2 months. And like, oh, shit, I didn't even realize. So track results for you as well, so you know you're actually getting results, so you can adjust things if required. But for them, they ultimately came to you to get a result, so make sure you deliver on that result. People often leave because they're not getting results. It's not so much because they don't like you; they paid you to get a result, and if you're not getting them the result, then it's kind of pointless them paying you. That makes sense. So you're forecasting relationships and then tracking results. The last thing is community events. People will stay with you longer if there is a community aspect to it. So I do like some semi-private clients as well. which is like a small group. And a lot of the time they will never leave because they love the community aspect. They've made friends with the other people. They relate to the other people as well. They're all on a similar journey. But community events outside of the gym as well. Like I used to do this once a month where we used to, do a hike, or went out to breakfast, or yeah, easier said than done, because obviously if you're doing one-on-one sessions, everyone's at different times. But if you're doing like group stuff, then you can easily just go out for breakfast after training session, or you go to a beach, do a beach workout, invite everyone to the beach workout, go for breakfast afterwards. You don't necessarily have to do it like once a month, but at least once a quarter, every 3 months. And then Christmas party. Always have a Christmas party. Get all your clients together. Celebrate the wins. It's not meant to be like a boozy weekend or a boozy night. Yeah, you feel free to have some drink. It's all about balance. You got to enjoy yourself. But celebrate the wins. Even give out some awards. I've given out awards before, and people strive for that stuff. People strive for the awards, the recognition. Hey, congratulations to Julie. She's done 100 PT sessions with me. Here's your certificate. And I'm going to give you a shirt. Like I've got Magnum Fitness singlets, got shirts, etc. Have a community that'll then attract other people to join your community, to become friends with other people. I was listening to another podcast actually about I did a study. I can't remember the figures, but essentially the single most important thing for people on their deathbed is the relationships that they've had over time. So people want relationships, they want friendships. So people strive to, obviously you want to be lonely. You want friends, you want relationships, communities that you can go to for support, to lean on. Life gets hard. And you're same with your PT sessions. The PT sessions are hard, but people's lives are hard as well. Like you might have some tough times that you want to just talk about, and your clients will help you through it. I've had that heaps of times. Like when I got kicked out of Anytime Fitness, all my clients were there for me. Like I talked about it openly with my clients. Hey, this is what's happening. Feeling a bit crappy. I've been crying all weekend. And they'll be like, "Oh, I was come out and let's play some golf or something." Whatever it is. But if you show you care about your clients, they'll take care of you in return. So short episode today. I'm not sure how long we've been going for, but I'll wrap it up and just summarize. So this is how you're going to have 90% plus retention. Forecast the results, which is goal setting and reassessments. Personally, I do it every 4 to 6 weeks. Relationships, become friends with your clients. Track your results so people know where they're at on their journey and if they're actually getting results. So tangible progress, measurements, fitness testing, body scans, scale weight, and community events. Make sure you have community events. At a bare minimum, I would probably say every quarter, so every 3 months. Because you should like hanging out with your clients as well. But I'll leave it there. If you haven't already, share this with a friend, and I'll see you in the next podcast episode.